sure don't. Mrs. Sharples, has she been?
No, I'm hanging on to get a word in.
I wish you wouldn't, love. You'd be late so.
Yes, off you go. I mean, she can't not see reason when I explain, can she?
No, of course she will.
All right, then, I'll go. But listen, love, don't take any of our old books, will you?
No, of course I won't.
All right, well, look, can you manage that, Miss Susan? I'll leave you. I'll get off to it. Bye-bye, Susan. Bye-bye, Peter. Cheerio now.
Well, she mustn't she? See reason, I mean.
No, of course she won't.
Depends which side of bed she's got out of, I suppose.
Yes, I think so.
Well, you could walk.
Come on, you can walk. Well, they're all shipped, everything matter. We're only going down.
All right.
Come on, darling. Bye, then. Bye-bye, Susie. Give me a kiss.
Oh, well. I suppose we just wait, don't we?
They can stop, can't they? Makes you wish it was opening time.
Wouldn't suit you, though, once a day. That's all you ever think of.
It isn't, you know. What's the situation at the front?
The front?
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
It's not a joke, Len.
I know it isn't, far from it. You know, I could sort him out in 2 minutes.
Oh, in the good old-fashioned Fairclough manner, eh?
No, just make him see reason. that's
Make
all.
him?
Talk to him.
Oh, and what if he didn't see reason? What would you do then? Still sort him out? No, thanks. I've had some of yours sorted out. I'd rather do it in my own way, thank you.
Suit yourself.
It's not what suits me, is it, Len? It's what's best.
Well, what are you buying flowers for?
Flowers?
Well, that's what they're selling, isn't it?
Well, fancy that. News me. Only popped in for a packet of birdseed. I'll see you.
Yes.
And don't forget, you've only got to say the word.
He means it, you know.
Means what?
What he just said.
I think you've got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
Oh, yes. From where I'm standing, I think it's you that's got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
Meaning?
Meaning it's time you woke up to who your real friends are. I know what he's on about, you know.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
And if you've got any sense, you'll tell him to keep out of it.
Yes!
How much are your Montbreechers?
They're plastic.
Heaven help us.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you didn't come in for flowers, Mrs. Sharples.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's just exactly what I did come in for. It's a funny sort of lamb for you, isn't it? Did your husband know who set you up in this?
I set myself up in it because I happen to like it.
I reckon your partner will know as much about it as you do.
Is there anything particular you fancy, Mrs. Sharples?
Just something to brighten my life up a bit.
Well, there's that over there, which has a very nice red flower and it flowers. There's a phloxema, there's thunder over. I'd recommend a fuchsia myself, but then they're not very fond of too much hot air.
Well, in that case, I'd better take it off your hands. Go on, throw it if it'll make you feel any better.
That'll be 12 and 6pence, Mrs. Sharples.
This is the little book I was telling you about. Now, would you give it to Mrs. Tanner with my compliments?
Yes, I'll do that little thing, Mrs. Walker.
And tell her if she ever requires any advice, I shall be only too delighted to oblige.
Well, she's not entirely ignorant on the subject, you know.
Oh, I'm sure she isn't. I've always said, where flowers are concerned, enthusiasm blossoms in the most unlikely places. Now, take you, for example. Now, looking at you, one would say, ah, yes, flowers.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's anything at all in reincarnation, I would say it is certain that I shall return as a flower, probably a wild one.
Oh, aye, and what particular variety would you say, eh?
The variety is beside the point. I've always been at heart a daughter of the soil, you know, one of nature's handmaidens. I have the touch, you see.
Oh, you mean like the green fingers?
Precisely. Do you know, I took some cuttings from a geranium last year, and every one of them survived. Do you remember, Jack?
You mean them as never flowered?
What's up, love? There's a shadow passed over you.
You won't find that in the phrase book.
Tell him to snap out of it.
Snap out of it, fella, before that shadow grabs a hold of you.
Come on, cheer up and tell me where we're going tonight. Where are we going, by the way?
Nowhere, I guess.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
I'm sorry, Dad. I guess I might have to go back to base. How about you and me, Dot?
In your condition, I should think so. It's your turn to paper around anyway, or hadn't you noticed?
I'm sorry I'm broke, which is why I can't go back to base. All Rockefeller's chasing my gambling debts, and when I lose, boy, do I lose.
What's it got to do with Steve Tanner?
Well, you tell me.
I'll see you.
Oh, like that, is it?
Sorry, dear. Look, I'll see you tonight, about 7 o'clock, back here, okay?
Oh, all right, then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
What's that?
I said see you.
Oh, they all look like film stars to me.
Rin Tin Tin was a film star.
Yeah, him and all. I'm not saying they're all good looking.
Rin Tin Tin was a dog, Mrs. Ogden.
Yeah, I know. Oh, oh, I see what you mean. Oh, the voice that breathed Doreen.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, which of them do you fancy?
Fancy?
Yeah, the Yanks.
Well, apart from the fact that I'm a more or less happily married woman, they're mostly too young for me.
Oh, but they're all like that, you know.
Like what, Princey?
Well, they lean towards mature women.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they lean towards mature women, it said in this magazine, on account of what they call a matriarchal society. That's what they live in, it said, a matriarchal society. You kind of know about that.
They all seem to lean towards dolly little birds, as far as I can see.
Oh, no. No, I can't agree with you there. I mean, after all, there's you-know-who, isn't there?
I'm sorry, I don't know who.
Oh, you know. Dot Greenhouse.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm with you there.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's no chicken, is she? No matter how you try to dress mutton up to look like lamb. I mean, if everybody was above board, me and her's more or less of an age, wouldn't you say?
Well, yes, I suppose if you put it like that.
It's a new plastic one, see? All you gotta do is take it out, wipe it.
Yeah,
put it
well,
back,
it's
and
all
quite
right when you
simple.
know, isn't it?
By the heck, you're taking a chance, aren't you?
Taking a chance on what?
There's a big field gun pointed in this direction. It's called Big Ena, and it's out there. It's going to come through that door at any moment now. Sooner or later.
Oh, shut up. She's only another human being.
You know, you're the first person I've ever heard say that.
Well, it's true.
You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You're a brave woman, Mrs. Barlow.
Oh, shut up.
And here she is.
You are.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I've come for my dinner.
Oh, no, you haven't. It was supposed to be sausage and mash for today, weren't it?
Oh, well...
Yeah, well, I only decided on the chippy 5 minutes ago because I was short of time. So what about it, then?
Well, I've come to see my mate.
Oh, aye. Friend of yours?
Ah, my mate, you know.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
You do?
Yeah. Fella with the big fat belly what gorges himself on chips before he goes home for his dinner.
Well, why should I do that?
Because you're a big fat greedy lump, that's why. It's all you ever think of, isn't it, stuffing your guts?
Well, I was hungry. I was tired of waiting.
Ooh, stodge and beer. Doesn't it ever worry you how I think of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you used to change your shirt once to come and see me.
That was years ago.
Oh, and now it don't matter. That's the truth of it, isn't
No,
it?
it isn't.
Well, how am I to know? How am I supposed to know it isn't? Some fellas show it.
Sure.
Well, how they feel like.
Oh, listen now, really. You see me in mornings to help me teeth and my pyjamas and my pot belly. What's the point?
Well, it'd be somewhat if you'd pretend.
Well, I don't.
Like what?
Like last night when I said I like your curlers, your new ones. And I hate your flaming curlers.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, we're finding a few things out now, then, aren't
We're
we?
in the chippy. Now I've lost my flaming place.
Quite a morning.
Yes.
Hardly time to draw a breath.
No.
But you enjoyed it, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, of course, it's not everyone who has the patience. I mean, it's easy to sentimentalize about kids, but getting to grips with them is altogether different. I mean, some of the mothers must find it a nightmare.
Like that one this morning.
Oh, you mean the one who headed me in the stomach? Yes. Oh, well, of such is the kingdom of heaven, you know.
One finds oneself feeling back into one's own childhood, putting oneself in their place.
Difficult.
Yes, but when one doesn't have the experience, I mean, hasn't had, well, that is, doesn't actually have children of one's own.
That can be an advantage, you know.
Do you think so?
Well, in some respects.
We were all girls in our family.
Ah.
Little boys are, well, a bit of an enigma.
Well, you know, the fact is that aren't all that much different from big boys.
No, I suppose not.
So, you haven't found it all that terrifying?
Oh, no. No, indeed not.
And we're likely to see you here again?
Oh, yes, I'd love to, really.
Now, I was wondering, I'm meeting the diocesan accountant here in 10 minutes. Are you going to be terribly busy this afternoon?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I'm quite free.
Well, could you meet me here at 5 o'clock? I have a little proposition to put to you.
Oh.
A business proposition.
Oh.
What's them, then?
Chrysanthemums.
Oh. And these?
Marigolds, African marigolds.
Imported, eh?
Oh, you great egg. They're a variety.
They look a bit tatty to me.
Do they?
What I'd call seconds.
Oh.
Oh, I call them seconds.
Would you?
Oh.
So?
Well, the good price, wouldn't
You wouldn't like me to make you up a nice cheap little posy by any chance, would you?
it? Well, if it's cheap, it'll look cheap, won't it?
You want your cake and you want to eat it as well, don't you?
How much for a mate, huh?
It's the thought that counts.
$50.
You wouldn't like to chuck me in half a dozen roses as well, would you?
Yeah, that's an idea, yeah.
Yeah, well, them delivered for £5 bob before I'm bankrupt.
You're on.
Right, £5 bobs with the seconds coming up. Oh, it's going to be a right little gold mine, this shop, I can see. Would you like a card to throw in? No charge, Stanley.
Oh, that's no use. It's for our Hilda. She know where they're from. I mean, who else would send her flowers?
Well, who else is in the doghouse besides you?
How did you know?
Oh, just put 4 and 4 together. You've been boozing your wages away, haven't you, Stanley?
Oh, well, something like that. Oh.
Tell your farm for another £5 bob. They'll be delivered sometimes this afternoon, and if she's not in, I'll leave them on the front doorstep.
Right you are.
Morning.
Good morning.
Send her his missus a peace offering?
What else?
Well, how are we doing? Making a profit yet, then?
Not yet, but we're learning.
That's the stuff. You know, my old dad always used to say that the best way to a woman's heart is through her stomach.
I've got a feeling you've not got that quite right, but do go on.
Well, I was wondering how you'd like to come out and join me for dinner tonight, because it's not much fun eating scampi and chips by yourself.
Oh, my stomach feels like second-hand lead these days.
I wonder why.
When's it going to end?
Well, why wait? If a thing's going to end, you can always help it, you know. If you'd like me to go along and have a chat, sort him out, I could.
No. No, I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Well, you're wrong, of course, as usual.
Maybe. Maybe not. But I'd like to be wrong in my own way. All right?
If you say so.
Oh, now, Mrs. Sharples, things aren't quite what they seem, you
Yes,
know.
well, that goes without saying, doesn't it?
If you'd just let me explain.
I'm not coming for explanations. I've come in to say my piece. And I've got nothing at all to say to you. Where is she?
If you mean Mrs. Clegg, she's in the back, but I do...
I know the way.
Hasn't she got a lovely personality? Sweet. Pardon? You're Susan. She's not a bit of trouble. I'll go and collect them soon. Only I thought I'd just pop in and let you know how good they'd been. The vicar's going to proposition me at 5 o'clock. The vicar? It's only a business proposition. Oh, it sounds very interesting. We had a most fascinating talk. But Mrs. Sharples...
Look, I feel very sorry for you. You must be very hard up to take a job off an old age pensioner.
Oh, Mrs. Sharples, I'm not taking... Oh, heck, that was a quick one.
She wouldn't let me get a word in. Just said I ought to be ashamed of myself and she wouldn't have the job back if I went on my bended knees. And I didn't even have time to do that.
She doesn't want it back, though, does she? She doesn't what? She doesn't want it back. She told the vicar, said it was too much for her feet. After all that stuff about... Oh, the rotten old hypocrite.
How much cop is it?
Eh?
A married fella comes home from work and has to go out to a chippy for his tea.
What are you complaining about? If you weren't eating them here, you'd be eating them at home.
Yeah, well, that's not the point, is it? You know, I'm not too sure about this working wife system.
Gives them a bit of money.
Yeah, well, money isn't everything.
As the man said. It gives them something to think about, though, you know. I mean, it's no cop for a woman being stuck in a house all day long, you know. It gives them independence.
Yes, well, I'm not too sure about that either.
Independence?
Yeah.
You gotta put your foot down.
Yeah? How long is it since you've been married?
Seems like 1,000 years.
Yeah, it sounds like 1,000 years.
You've got to do as you think fit.
Mm-hmm. That's your considered opinion, is it?
That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. See you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, if I'm an admirer, I'm going to get Mr. Jennings to keep them for me, because I can't let Stan see them, can I? Oh, honest, aren't they awful, these Yanks? Fancy sending flowers to a married woman.
Ah, there you are.
Everything seems more or less back to normal. Oh!
Found it in the porch.
Oh.
Well, somebody will come to claim it tomorrow.
I've often wondered why little boys are so fascinated by guns.
Yes, indeed.
I suppose it's some sort of outlet.
Well, of course, I used to play with them myself. Now I hate the things.
My father used to say it was human nature.
Whatever that may mean.
Yes.
Well, now, I had a little proposition to put to you, didn't I? I'm sure you must have guessed what it is.
Well,
We desperately need a new assistant here. And quite simply, well, I was wondering if you would be interested.
Oh.
Now, don't give me your answer now. Of course, I'd hope that whoever does join us would be able to stay for some time. I think it's important for the children that they should see familiar faces as much as possible. We've had one or two disappointments. So, will you think it over?
Oh, I will.
And let me know.
Oh, yes.
Fine. Oh. Well, there seems to be plenty of ammunition left.
You've not put milk in.
Thanks, love.
Now, I've come to the conclusion that the ball is definitely in her court. I'm not going to apologise after what Miss Nugent told me.
Oh, no sugar.
You're not with it today, are you?
And that's an understatement.
Is anything wrong?
Tonight's the night, as you might say.
Night for what?
The night I give him my decision.
Steve?
Yeah. And the point is he'll only take one answer, and that is, yes, I'm going back. I really don't see the point.
Well, leaving it's not going to settle anything, is it?
Oh, Val, if I thought it was going to do any good, don't you think I'd go?
Look, if you make it absolutely plain that you are not going back, he's got no option but to accept it.
You don't know him like I know him.
Well, what can he do?
Only plagued the life out of me, that's all.
Isn't it funny? You paint an entirely different picture of him from the one I know.
Yeah. And I bet my picture of Ken is a very different one from yours and all. You know, funny, but marriage takes the blinkers right off your eyes.
Well, I'm not complaining.
Oh, well, then you're lucky.
Oh.
Aye. Oh, I see. It's happy hour again, is it?
Where is he, anyway?
Playing court series yet. That place is getting a bad name.
Don't you think she ought to go and see him?
No, I don't, and that's flat.
Well, it couldn't do any harm.
Oh, couldn't it? It could, though. He's quite capable, you know.
Capable of what?
Hanging one on her.
Oh, come on. I don't believe that.
No, you wouldn't. You've led a very sheltered life, haven't you?
Shut up arguing the pair of you. It's me that's got to decide, isn't it?
You keep clear of him, love.
Oh, well, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for the tea.
Thanks for the company.
You're welcome.
What do you know about it? Married to a quiet lad like Ken Barlow?
Yes, and he's had his moments and all.
Well, if you ask me, they're all round the twist. Well, not all, but some of them.
Yeah, except the one you happen to have a fixation on at the moment, I know.
You're going, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't decided.
Do you want me to come with you?
No! And if I do go, and I'm not saying I am, if I do go, I'll do my own dirty washing, thank you. You do see my point, then, about the job. I've got nothing against you choosing what company you keep.
Oh, but I know, Val, I've no intention of taking the job.
Yes, you know, nothing of the kind. I mean, she's a trusting soul, I can tell. Oh, it never occurs to these young people that they behold themselves someday. They're out for all they can get. Try and tell them there's another side to it they just don't want to know.
You see,
and we're
from
soft enough to let them trample all over us. Grab, 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 that's their motto.
Well, I don't
They've got
altogether...
more excuses than soft Nick.
Would you like another drink, Mrs. Sharples?
Well, you can get me another milk stout in.
Definitely got it then, Miss Nugent?
Well, she's supposed to be thinking it over, but I reckon it's a foregone conclusion, don't you, love?
Yeah, you can read her like a book. She hasn't got enough guile to play hard to get.
Unlike some people I could mention.
Celebrating your victory, I see.
Oh, isn't it nice that it turned out so happy for everybody, Mrs. Sharples?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
You know, I mean about you not wanting the job anyway because of your feet.
You rotten devil. Fancy talking to a poor old woman like that. Hey, the boys around, Mr. Walker.
Not just now, lad.
You haven't seen Greg or Gary around,
No, not since opening time.
Oh, okay, thanks a lot.
Okay. Oh, shall I start pulling, Dave?
No, not at the moment, Jack. Give me some fags, will you?
20?
Yeah.
By the way, I've got that fancy bottle of scotch that you ordered. It's under the counter. Would you like to take it with you now?
No, hang on to it for a while for me, will you?
Right, that'll be 5 and 8.
Right. OK, so, see ya.
See you, righto.
Look out. Here she comes again.
A few more days you'll be eating out of my hand, would you bet me?
Hey, up. He's forgotten his cigarettes.
Who?
Dave Smith.
Oh, fancy.
Hey, I thought there was something nattering at him. It's not often you catch a bookie laying down something for note, eh?
Come on, come on. Sorry about this, lady. Longest set of lights in the north of England, these.
Corner of Peterloo and Cobden Street. Are you there, number 8?
Number 4 here. I'm going to Cobden Street.
Are you there, number 8?
Number 4, heading for Cobden Street now. What's the fare?
All right, number 4. Keep your hair on. Pick up a Mr. Fairclough outside Clayton Court flat as soon as you can. Over.
Mr. Fairclough at Clayton Court. I'm 2 minutes away. We'll be there at 9 o'clock.
I've changed my mind. I want to get out here, please.
We're nearly there.
I want to get out here, please.
Whatever you say, lady.
Stan!
Shut up, will you? You're satisfied.
Well, I only said... Oh, well, go on then, I'll wait.
Oh, get it off your chest and let's get on with the game. What is it?
Oh, well, it's just a thought I had. What would you do if I got a present off a strange man?
What's it worth?
What?
Your present.
Oh, I didn't say I got one. I just said, what would you do if I did get one?
I'd say we was onto a good thing.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to say.
I know it's not. You asked a daft question, you get a daft answer. Sure up.
Is anyone expecting a visit from the law? There's a police car parked down the street.
Having a crafty drag, I expect, eh, Mr. Walker?
I was under the impression they weren't allowed to smoke on duty.
And I was under the impression I was meeting my boyfriend, but he stood me up.
And if you're wondering how you can get a quiet little shop do without looking nosy, Mrs. Ogden's just gone out.
You're surely not trusting me with that woman.
Hey!
What is it, Mrs. Ogden?
They're knocking on Elsie Tanner's.
Hello, Mrs. Tanner.
Hello.
Look, do you think we could come in?
Yes. Well?
Look, I think we'd better wait till we're inside.
Well?
Mrs. Elsie Tanner?
Yes!
Your husband's Sergeant Stephen Tanner, a member of the American Armed Services?
You know he is.
Mrs. Tanner, I'm sorry, but I've got... I'm the bearer of bad news, I'm afraid.
Steve?
Your husband's dead, Mrs. Tanner.